and find out who are their partners, depending on their personal interests. That is a fact. Actually, any government coming to power should have thought about what is it we want to do, and then align. Now, the problem with Kenya, Fred, we are not sure whether we want to do business with the US, and that's the whole problem that they picked. It's not that because there are many countries that never went seeking or trying to befriend the US. They just stuck with what they stuck for, and they are known globally. The problem we have, and that's one, so these are some of the issues, Fred, we have been talking about. Let us be, as a country, you must have systems that work. You must have things that somebody can be able to know, this is what Kenya stands for. We want to be here and there. We want to jump around. We remember, when we do so much with the US, we remember China is waiting and they owe us a lot of money. They're going to come and auction our property here. Then we run there. We are not sure what we want. That is the biggest problem about all these issues. Mm-hmm. Now, we want to be the super brew, the brew boy in the world. We want to be in Haiti. So that we can please America. We want to go to Asia. We want to everybody. We want to be the chair of everything in Africa. That one is not possible. Then we do confuse. Now, you have said something very important. And by the way, for record, I've been in this space for many years. This story about tariffs is neither here nor there. Everything they are saying they are trying, it is trying. Try right now to go and export avocados to China. These are stories, So let Kenyans not lead too much on these things. It's we are trying, we talked. These are things that take years. Meat alone to Asian countries has not, maybe in the last few months, for the last 8 years, since the Uhuru Kenyatta regime. So again, let's not be that because of ABCD things have been removed. It's one thing to speak, it's one thing on the ground. But then, what is very important here, you cannot have it both ways. But now, there's something which they are not talking about. The whole issue about this amendment has a lot to do with RSF, has a lot to do with abductions and killings that have been happening in Kenya. He said that maybe when we were being given an ally, this was not happening. They are not started in the momentum or in the manner that they are like now. So this investigation is broader. The whole issue is you can't come to us running, telling us you are a blue-eyed boy because you are in Africa and you are in Nairobi, but then you are doing things that do not conform to the issue of human rights issues in America. So the issues of abductions, the issues of killings, the issues of, this kind of shoot to kill orders and all that, they are going to feature prominently. And the investigators are going to come and begin the work. The issues of RSF. Now, the question we're asking is, you are here, you want to be told like you are one of the people we need to depend on in Africa. But you are the one doing deals with RSF. You are the one doing issues with the DRC. That is what the US is saying. And all this, why this thing is helping us, by the time we are cleared with the ICC issue, US will be in the case of Kenya as well. And we are going to call upon other countries. People who fund the Kahawa West Terrorism Court. It's not the Republic of Kenya alone. It is funded by UN, by other. We are writing to them, telling them, why are you allowing the Kahawa courts to be misused? Because if you are arresting young people who didn't have knives or even stones, and you're calling them terrorists, what happens if a new terrorist turns up? And he says, here I am. And you have engaged the court with other people who should be tried in other courts. That is the whole issue we are talking. Let us not mismanage this issue.
Dr. Peter Mbae has voiced strong concerns over Kenya's current direction in foreign policies, leadership conduct, and international engagement, warning that the country is being dragged into global affairs without a proper public awareness or national consensus. He urged that it is dangerous to have leaders who behave as though they know everything and require no consultation. According to Dr. Mbae, this attitude has led to risky decisions such as sending Kenya police officers to Haiti, a conflict zone whose history and context many Kenyans don't fully understand. He believed that the public was not adequately informed or involved in the decision to deploy troops, yet Kenya has now found itself, particularly in war whose origin remain unclear to most citizens. One of Dr. Mbae's main concerns is that Kenya may be aligning itself with powerful global interests without understanding the long-term consequences. He questioned whether Kenyans ever agreed to be part of what is often referred to as the New World Order, a phrase that has been used in global politics discussion to describe shift in political or global power structure and alliances. Dr. Mbae warned that the country's silent acceptance to such ideologies could have significant implications for Kenya's independence and future. In recent months, President William Ruto has faced increased pressure on multiple fronts, having to address major national and international issues alone at once. Dr. Mbae questioned why the president is being forced to personally defend initiatives such as Atla Fund, the Kenya's growing economic ties with China, and the country's new status as a major non-NATO ally of the United States. He suggests that these responsibilities should be handled by competent cabinet secretaries and principal secretaries who are tasked with overseeing these portfolios. The fact that the president is the one responding to these complex matters, according to Dr. Mbae, reveal a weak leadership structure and lack of a proper delegation within the government. Dr. Mbae also points out that police brutality and human rights violation in Kenya have persisted for years. This issue has remained unresolved even as the country builds stronger ties with Western power like the US and China. He asked what has changed now that Kenya has been labeled a non-NATO ally. If these human rights concerns were not a problem before, why are they now causing foreign partners to reconsider their relation with Kenya? He suspects that global shift ties to the New World Order may be influencing these decisions behind the scenes. The heart of Dr. Mbaye's concerns lies in the belief that Kenya is being pulled into complex geopolitical game without the full understanding of its people. He cautioned that such a decision made without a public dialogue or parliamentary scrutiny could undermine the country's sovereignty and long-term stability. As global powers continue to court African nations, Kenya is increasingly seen as a strategic ally due to its location, economy, and influence in the region. However, Dr. Mbaye believes that international partnership must be grounded in transparency, mutual benefit, and national interest, not just a diplomatic convenience or external pressure.
About systems, processes, predicability, and procedures. That's a basic principle on leadership and governance. Now, we are in a problem. I want to be very consistent because we are not sure where we are. In our guise of being all over, we are messing up on the way, and we are being looked at as you know, like jokers, even from our neighbors and all that. There is a consistency of flip-flopping Fred. We have noticed in this government, all over. You are not sure, so you try this, then you go this. And the most dangerous leader in this world is the one who believes that he has it all. He is the most intelligent. He is very bright, more than anybody else. Because the problem is, therefore, they will not listen to anything, any structured thing. I can tell you today, Fred, there are people who have guided and advised on how Kenya should behave. They are here in this government. Civil servants, very bright people who have worked for 25 years, 30 years in the international relations and foreign missions, whatever. They are there. But the problem is, and they say, this is how we should go. But there are people who believe, they are agents of transformation. They were brought down, to come and save people who are very minor from their own problems. And so now, such a person or such people cannot take any advice. It's good to say why we are here in a nutshell, because you will see it in everything, on education, on health, on everything, housing, all this taxing regime and all that. Because it's good to establish why we are here, because tomorrow another thing will come. So it's good to know that's the most dangerous leader, the one who believes he has it all. But let me say two things quickly. You ask a question, which I want to answer directly. How will this thing affect if it's removed from another ally? I'll tell you this. We have survived without that status for many years, since independence. Mm-hmm. That thing came last year there, And don't let nobody cheat you that we didn't apply for it. It was canvassed. Ask me, I know. It was canvassed so that now Kenya becomes, you know, the fourth nation in Africa to get the status. We are going to literally going to get super status, you know. We want to be the blue-eyed, you know, boys. During our term, we got the NATO ally. We went looking for these things. Don't even bring the issue of Haiti. And by the way, then what Biden, because he had to use something, he said, because Kenya has gone to Haiti, that's why we are giving them this ally. Really? Haiti that Kenyans don't understand? That is milking our budget dry? Do you see any connection? There is a problem on how we are relating with people across the world. And what I can tell you is this issue of New World Order, Fred, is what has rattled everything. You can't go and say that Kenya wants to be part of New World Order. Have you done public participation? Do we know what is New World Order? What is it we are being taken into? Come on, let's be serious here. You can't go taking this from China. Now, the American highway was supposed to be done by Americans. Let me tell you where these things are coming from. It was supposed to be done by Americans. Let me tell you what happened. And I think now, it's all issue of deals. Make us this, we go to Haiti to please the world, then you come and do a deal. It has flopped. Why? The cost of using expressway from Nairobi to Mombasa is about 6,000 on top. 6,000. Does it make economic sense? These are issues we are not clear. You come, we'll give you a road. We have not done our mathematics. What is the cost and all that? So we need to sober up. We have a problem with getting to understand, and please, we must listen to other people. We are not superpowers.